Oh, mother. Okay. That up. Okay. Yes, I am reading this off a script. Alright, so before you crucify me in the comments, let me explain. PS4, bad. Okay, for real, I promise, for real. It is the worst Souls game. In my 100% Miyazaki approved, official, objective, no arguments available opinion, it is the worst Souls game. And you wanna know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's the worst Souls game. This piece of shit right here. This thing, you see this thing in my hand? This alone, and this motherfucker right here. These two things alone. Fuck my phone. Drop this game from being phenomenal, from being one of the most incredible games I have ever played, to being the worst in Miyazaki's. I don't know what to call them. Games? Oh yeah, the worst. Now let me explain. Maybe. Let me get the script out. Alright, now let me explain. Now some of you might not agree with me, but I don't give a shit. I'm gonna explain, and I'm right. Alright? You guys can't argue with me. You see this thing right here? The buttons? Mushy. These buttons? Mushy. This thing? Look at that shit. PS4 controller, by the way. God of War has a different dodge button. I gotta switch from using like X and then the circle. Fuck PS4 that way. Come on, why can't y'all just like, it's like Call of Duty. Like, fuck. Plan, Infinity War, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer work together. Just stop changing the melee button between the games. Okay, you got V, F, Q. I don't know. Just stop changing them. Come on. All right. Just stop changing them. Like this. Like don't switch between dodge buttons. All right. PS4 exclusives, please. Okay. The next thing. I know some of y'all are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but this is like for real. The joysticks, they're aligned. I don't know why. Like I hold it. Hold on. The mic's going next to my nutsack. Hold up. Like I don't know. It just feels wrong. This thing is like the size of like. Actually, this thing's pretty big. This thing is huge. It's gotta be like 6 or 7 inches. That's like way too big, honestly. In all honesty, maybe I was wrong in calling it too small. But in comparison to my Xbox controller. Just grab this. Alright, in comparison to my Xbox controller, the Xbox controller, it's beefier. They look kind of similar size. This one's longer, but it's like thinner. It's like girth is where it matters, you know. Girth is worth. You ever hear that saying? Well, you heard it now, huh? Girth is worth. And this thing, it just feels way more comfy to hold. Like, I would still hate playing Bloodborne on an Xbox controller, but I'd hate it a whole hell of a lot worse. Sorry, less. If it was only... What the fuck is that? Never seen that before. Oh yeah, also, I know some of y'all like to like say, oh, it didn't affect me. No, 30 FPS on this thing, 30 FPS, that's insulting. It feels like crap, and this thing, it can't even handle those 30 FPS. Like, you'll be fighting like, who's the motherfucker I was fighting? Dark Beast Parl, it might have been. No, One Reborn. FPS tanks all over, okay? Like, it's ridiculous. By the way, real quick, I will take every single word that I have said today back. If Sony decides to sponsor me, send me a... I should probably turn this volume off. It's probably fucking up the microphone. I will take everything back that I have said today. All the insults and all that. If Sony sends me a PS5 with a copy of Demon's Souls and God of War Ragnarok, you know. But I digress. Other than all that, though, like the game's phenomenal. Like, the environments are gorgeous. Like the game, even though it's all just like gray schmuck, it's like it's colorful gray schmuck. You know, like the gray has colors to it, unlike Dark Souls 3, where there are colors to it, but the gray filter over it makes everything look worse. Which is why, thank you NVIDIA game filter. Even though the exposure is always too high with that, it's beautiful. It makes the game look so much better. When these games have color, like, oh yeah, the gameplay is also like really good too. You know, like there isn't a lot of like build variety, but I think that's fine. You know, I don't even in other Souls games I don't usually like branch out that far. If you usually want to like you can like stick to one thing and be totally fine. Like in all the Souls, like in Dark Souls 1, I used the axe, like the thing, like the whole game. It worked just fine. You know, that shit was cool. It's just like that in Bloodborne, you know, and that's really cool, honestly. Like it's good, yeah. The bosses, woo, the bosses, bro. Maybe like Dark Souls 1 kind of like edges them out, but I've never wanted to stick my penis inside of something so bad than seeing like moon presence in this game. All right, that shit. Chef's kiss to the artist. All right, the artists. Oh yeah, and the boss gameplay is like really good too. You know, like except for maybe like that one reborn shit where they like throw fireballs at you from like up on the stands or whatever. Like the gameplay's, you know, good. Backstep. It took me too long to get used to backstepping, bro. Like that's just not comfortable. But it's like everyone said it. You know, it keeps the game really fast paced. It's really good. It's good. I'm kind of going in circles right now, but like I kind of fucked up. I kind of deviated from the script. And now I touched on something like art style, like I talked about the gray and all that, the environments and the boss's design and all that. It's all like really good. And then I come back and I'm reading on the script and it's like I missed out on calling Dark Souls 3 looking like an acid trip compared to this game because of this game's amount of gray, even though that game's like full of gray. And then also like I talked about the tone and atmosphere of this game. Apparently Gray Castle's my favorite thing. I don't remember writing that, but that's my favorite thing apparently. Yeah, I remember this. I was talking about builds. Like, I never, after I got it, look at this shit. I never changed out of this after I got it. Just, it's drippy. I don't know why I said that. It's exquisite. Its design it's perfection. Like, you will never want to take off this hunter's garb unless you want to wear the doll outfit or put on a top hat. Other than that, no need for anything else. But Unfortunately, despite all these games, where'd I put it? Oh. Despite all these games like upcomings or the opposite of shortcomings, you know, whatever it is, this singular thing, this hunk of plastic I am holding in my hand, ruins the whole game for me. Like, I got used to it at the very end. Well, I don't know about used to it, but I started having fun at like the very end. And don't get me wrong, there's still moments of fun and all that. It was really cool beating all the bosses, you know, looking at them, going everywhere, talking to the doll. Her accent's really nice, by the way. The doll accent voice actor hit me up. But yeah, this thing, this stupid ass controller, it ruins the whole thing. My eyes itchy. It's probably my hair getting in my face. Fuck. This stupid ass controller, it ruins the whole thing for me. Like, I will never ever stop insulting Sony for games on this PS4 thing. You know, unless they send me a PS5. You know, again, I'm sorry, Sony. I promise I'll take it all back. Because, you know, I actually went to a buddy's house the other day after I wrote the script. And I played Demon's Souls on the PS5, and that PS5 thing, remember, it knows that girth is worth, all right? It can see that this thing is too skinny, all right? It's too long and skinny, and it went for that more built-up. It still has the problems of this one, but it's just better, you know? And Demon's Souls on not 30 FPS, that felt good. Like, that shit feels so good playing. I was about to buy a PS5 the other day, and I'm like, shit, if I do this, I'll be flat broke. So I didn't. But, you know, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This thing, I just wanted to make this video to, you know, get views and complain about Bloodborne, you know. Well, not Bloodborne, the PS4, I guess. This is just a PS4 hate video. Why didn't I just... Fuck. Anyway, I got a Dark Souls 1 versus Dark Souls 3 video coming out in like, I don't know, whenever it's done. I'll probably finish it this Thanksgiving break, but you know, it's, man, I'm really off task with these videos. Like, no, it's because like I forgot. I remember. Now I wrote these scripts like a while ago. I have 2 scripts ready, and I'm just starting to record this one. But like I got I finally got my USB extension cables, so now I can look at my microphone. Like I'm only able to have this over here because of this thing. You see that? Yeah, extension cable, bro. It's like the pizza of the electronics industry. You know, like, I man. I am terrible at these. I am terrible at these analogies if you can't tell. But yeah, that's the video. I really hope the audio doesn't sound like shit, because if it does, I'm gonna be really sad that I have to record these 12 minutes all over again. But yeah, also sorry if you like cinema, or any of y'all are mad. I don't know why I said cinema. That like I put the TV off center. It's because I wanted to get some framing in, and unfortunately I can't like scoop my camera all the way up against the wall, so I can't do like rule of thirds where I put Bloodborne there, me here, and then like maybe like a poster here or something. I don't know. I don't got the room for that or the budget. So if you guys want, send me money, and I'll make it look nicer. I've never been good at that. But yeah, that's it. I love y'all. Bye. Let me give you a kiss on my camera. Still in frame. I got it. Hi. Post recording and currently editing. Luke here. I don't know. I forgot my real name for a second. That's my bad. I forgot to mention that another big hurdle of Bloodborne being up. Souls game is it's also due to the fact that it's on the PS4. Like, it's another PS4. My camera's clicking. It's another PS4 issue. Like, it's whack how many issues this thing has. But like, it's the fact that I have to record gameplay. I'm not using any gameplay in the video, but it's still pissing me off. I have to record gameplay like this. I have to record. Don't tell me. Whatever. You can smell the boss arena coming off of this. Yeah. Shit. What? Because I don't have like a $200 Elgato capture card, you know, and so come on, Sony, just add like a screen recorder. Actually, they might have that, but if they do, I wouldn't know, and if I don't know, it doesn't count.